Welcome to a social poem book written and produced by Princess Jayla in association with Mars and Gemini LLC. This book was written back in 2019. I decided to turn it into an audio book just for creative expression purposes, working on the solar plexus chakra, get into alignment with our higher selves and our reads. So, I thought the best thing for us to do was just to, thug it out for the long run and, use our creative expression to voice our opinions and how we feel in society nowadays. The purpose of this book is really to just educate, inform, entertain, give purpose to life, bring meaning to the messages behind the words themselves, and just let y'all know that, life it's a beautiful thing, and we have our ups, we have our downs, we have our roller coasters, and that is all. Yeah, so enjoy the production. I hope y'all have beautiful, wonderful lives, children, kids, whatever you guys choose to do with your lives. Please continue to, and if you ever needed the blessing or a sign, this is it. You have nothing but prosperity and abundance on your way. I say, as it shall be, it is spoken. Thank you. This poem is titled See You Next. We crave things that bring us joy, passion, and wisdom. We crave the beginnings of many possibilities but dread the end. The ones we want close take the scissors to chop themselves out of our lives. The ones that we crop out of the picture are the ones who will fight for our rights. But for your life, I'd end many, and for your beginnings, I'd end mine. And for your life, I'd go to war. For the spent times and goodbyes, we will always be entangled forever, no matter in which lifetime. This poem is called Chosen. When you encounter me, be aware. Preparation will prepare you for nothing, not even the beginning. You think you know, then boom, the bomb is dropped. But he knows that it's worth every penny. If I charged a dime for my so-called time, then I'd have close to a milli. But for you, I'll make a deal so we can smoke and chill and not worry about going to Denny's. He's cool as a bomb. I'm chill as hell, so it works out for the best. I guess I'll show him my world, and he'll finally be put to the test. Insecurities. Do people actually think about me? I wonder if I'm really as important as I want to be, or convince myself to feel. Is it weird that any little reason to not feel good about myself, I take it? I love myself to an extent. I force myself out of my happiness. We all have our insecurities. Is this considered one? Mind-boggling. What's up with the constant lying, constant crying, constantly accusing me of constantly abusing me? I'm constantly confused on how you constantly are using me when constantly you tell me how I'm never going to be something. Breathe, princess, because these are not the old times. Pick your battles. Will you fight for me, love? You can stand up in my body and tell me that it's mine while our legs intertwine while we're making love, so why not? Channel that thrust into your shoulder, lean forward, fight for me, be my soldier. Seeing you dripping blood, sweat mixing with tears because you can't show enough or give up, but I promise when the time comes you'll be amazed. My army, my man, my husband, my baby. So tied, your arms behind your back for me, you're going crazy. And I'm never looking back from royalty. I am your queen, I am your lady. But if you call on me, I'll be untamed and forced to unleash the beast. We fight for life, till death do us part, remember? There aren't any games being played, so what do you think? I'm asking you in your most vulnerable state, my hands wrapped around your neck. Eye contact is always made. Eye contact is always made. Sorry. Okay, now you sorry. All of a sudden, now you sorry? Where was it when you caused me pain? I don't care that you're so sorry. You traded me in for some fame. Wow, really? What's the irony? You making half of what I'm earning? I hope you die. Yeah, you deserve it. Took a turn for the worse, boy, you lost it. Took a turn for the better, someone found me. He found me drowning. Now I drowned him. Last night it was the fifth round. Tonight it's another. I'm glad I found me a new lover. I know you feeling me on this one, boy. You messed up a good one. How does it feel? How does it feel? How does it feel now? If you kept it real, you still would have been here. Wow. But you chose to tame for some temporary fame. Now I hope it pains you when I scream his name. Spat. When I sat there, covered in myself, I looked up at him and wondered, who taught you this? I want to know more about your ways and likeliness to touch my soul, not just my tits. Like them, I'm barely there. Influenced by the time in my own mind, I'm just stuck in shit, fried. This poem is called Expression. When I was younger, it was weird to be yourself. It was weird not to fit in. All this stuff turns into a trend. From the way I carry myself to the color of my skin, I still can't, or maybe I choose not to understand. It's probably because, honestly, I'm over it. Trying to figure out who I am, while people tell me I already am. Telling me myself I'm okay single, while my mother tells me I need a man. I can't say this, I can't wear that. Wanting to fit in, but can't fit in the clothes they want me to defend. I was called this. I was treated like that. I was called Blackie and I was treated as a black. And now it's cute. My life was given standards that I couldn't at first reach. But now it's a life that I do not want to obtain. Blank look. I stare at the wall, blank look. Barely blinking, looking at the pages filled with the black words. I'm headed to the top, but mentally been sinking. Physically healing, manifesting all my wishes. It's easier said than done. Nobody's journey is the same, start to finish. Reminiscing to an extent will also help the children. Recall your visions, memories. Share them with the feeling, embrace the culture and the love that you have been given. Show affection. Don't be afraid to tell them that you need them. One thing I learned is that pride and ego can cause an injustice. But trust your gut and intuition. Self-confidence is efficient. This one is called Angels. How many days has it been since you went away? How many tears did you hear while I screamed your name? It's not the same anymore. All those games you played. I feel alone and feel the pain. And the things you never know are the things that drive me insane. My heaven on earth. A breath of fresh air. New scenery. It was bound to make me feel better. A new life. A new world. I could manipulate anything, including the weather, but mentally I was not there. Physically, I was ready. I just thought that it would change me for the worse, but who cared? As long as someone saved me, in the end, I end up where I began, with a new sense of life and love. And realized that all along the love came from up above. I wasn't missing anything but myself. And I'm proud of who I've become. Short. Love is meant to last. Why did mine wither so fast? What am I missing? Finally sleep. Give me something to remember you by, because things fly by. Things change. Time flies by. One moment you're here, then the love dies. Too many tears, your clock's out of time. Hold me tighter, my dear, I'll sing a lullaby. You can finally sleep forever. Finally sleep forever. Finally sleep peacefully, my baby. You can give me a purpose, but without you I'm worthless. And for you I'll do it. So let me know if you want to do it. Don't act stupid. I'll jump with you right to those conclusions. The bridge is big enough for the both of us. Let me know if you want to do it. Then we can finally sleep forever. Finally sleep forever. Finally sleep peacefully, my baby. Inspiration, comma, my superhero. I was watching from a distance, had to let my thoughts form, bubbles popping from all the speeches that went wrong or got deleted from my phone. I don't think that I'm ever going home. When I look back, The time flied. I was wrong to think that I wouldn't make it on my own. Had to give glory to myself. Don't think about that one for too long. I made my own path. This forest is where I belong. I'm sorry. I couldn't be like the rest of the world. I'm sorry. I couldn't be that girl to keep suppressing, keep the suppressor winning and winning again and again. I had to be the reason that people would at least try to win. This poem is titled Three Dots. I don't know if it's me or if it's the three dots waiting for you, but replies don't come quick enough. I find myself staring at the screen. One day I hope I can finally reach through, but the glass won't warp my reality with yours. Your streams, old, live, new, and deleted, I find in the archives of my mind, the vault doors locked, storing information that I learned from you away. I don't pray. I ask that your replies no longer take all day because meanwhile, my vaults are resting. Are you testing my patience? I won't run low. I won't run at all. That's how slow you can take it. I find a pace to be balancing, always rewarding. One party more and I for sure see who will it be. I want it to be you, just as much as I want it to be me. Because if I win, don't you? Just text me back already. Eyes. Can you still see me? I imagine myself in your head. I feel your hands around me. How do I feel? A sense of comfort or heat running down my spine while your heart is racing for mine. Thundering. There's a lot of smoke tonight. Feeling envious? You got a little secret inside you're hiding? I'm gonna figure it out, and if I don't, never mind. I said it like Poseidon. The lightning, it really strikes. If I said it, I best believe it'll happen. You're screaming joyful, joyful music, but I know where the pain is hiding. This is a short poem and it's titled Star. A star is born in the worst conditions. When the world was created, it was ruled under the one. But when the world ends, there will be many still existing. And when the world begins anew, those stars will begin to glisten. Generational. These are not the old times. Generations before us are mad that we are a product of them, but they never try to understand our minds. Back in the day, I used to do this, that, and them, yet here we are in the same place, still unsure about how to spend your dimes. It's funny, everyone is different, yes, so alike, but in the end, we all end up in the same place, even though they tell you we're not. This poem is called Hello. Young men risk their life for a one-time stand. Young women risk their health for a love that never stays. Young men want to be praised and want to provide, but young men nowadays can't really tell the wrong from the right. Young women want to stand together. They want to unite. But young women make it harder on themselves with jealousy and spite. Young men, we love you. Young women, we hear you. How can we create the world we want? How can we make you feel included? What did they do? What did they tell you? Erase that and start over. All of us are the same. It's the privates that we use to take over. This poem is called Balanced. It's weird. This feeling of being in control. It's like I've been craving it, but still can't let go of getting off and turned on by your hands around my throat. It's you that I want to feel my soul minute after minute, moan after moan between you and me and these sheets. It almost feels like home, or maybe a hotel room, something with a nice view, while you slide into me and I push it back on you. Show off. Does anyone remember when appreciating yourself didn't have to be taught? Who told us that we weren't enough? How did we become so not focused on us? Past generations, at the least, were confident, couldn't confide in anyone, so they taught themselves that it was okay to be competent or at least sort of content. So, where did the road end and begin? What crossroad did we reach together? Is the world really against us? It would be hard, but generational curses teach us the most important thing of all, that no matter how far we travel, what's meant for us will come. This is called violet. Roses are not red. Violets are lavender. For you I move fast, but I want this to last forever. I chose to be here. Don't forget that, my love, I have always been for you no matter the weather. Momentum creates memories to last a lifetime, and I'll never forget them, no matter how long it takes. TV watchers. You say you hate me, but you smile up in my face, though. That snake will take you. Yes, it's pretty, but it's fake gold. Don't trust a soul. Everybody say they right, but no. When it's time, they will take you and your soul. I had to notice that everybody not focused. Some ready to blow it over pennies and hold it. They think the slick from a distance, you could see him coming. Hoping that it's real, but this is not to digress. Is it my fault for wanting something real? I guess. Thoughts. I remember the first time we met. Caught up in feelings, the feelings we made created sex. It was amazing, but nothing was better than the rest. You created a stress. You kept me awakened. You showed me the world was really a mess. Here we are now. Repeats of emotions, caught up in them, we drown. Visions was a cloud. Blocked by your ego, you took the crown. You took the stance. You took the pain and then the pills. The time that we had, it went by slower. You took the bills. The past that we made, it was a horror. You took the kills. And the present I gave, it was a mistake. You created a chill. My heart so cold. To the touch of the body, my heart so froze. Need a new body. Is there anybody with a heart I can hold? Temptation. Temptation is in everything. You make me want to do things that I'd usually never think. As good as I am, does not mean that I don't want to be bad. But I know there's only one thing on your mind. You don't want me for me. And that's fine. But do you think that if you get the chance to slide inside me, you're gonna just leave me? Call me lame. But I know that I'm crazy. And people always think that it's cute until it's your lady. I've been thinking to myself, is this really it? No clowns around here. We trying to get the riches. First you get the pain, then you get the healing. It's crazy how everybody's so different. A different body, a different mind, in a different sense. We all got differences, but can't get past the differences. I feel your pain and mine too, but I tolerate it because I know how it feels when you stuck like a stick. I think it's just the fact that I have common sense. And then the third one, like a mother knows the children. I had to look in the mirror, take off the disguise. I'm social yet anti. Seeing the things as me would not be advised. I do not live a lie, but a life I can control yet still unsatisfied. Why? I want more, but it gets me every time. Depression. I have a boyfriend. He holds me tight, even tighter at night, and even harder when he's stressing. I tried to charge him with DV, but the police said it was a lesson. I guess it was, since I was the reason he was stressing. He told me how he was the only person that loves me. I don't love myself. Well, I guess it's true because I know girls like you are only good for two things: insecurities, food, and wealth, he said to me. Made me think, but that's three. You give me the money, I pay for the food, so basically that's free. I leave sometimes. Well, try at least. He threatens to kill himself, also me, but I love him. Through everything I've been through, he's been here in my ear, reminding me where I belong. In the darkness, alone on an island, and my emotions wave their way into my stomach. That it feels like an ocean surrounding me. One thing is for sure, he can love harder and cry louder than anyone I've ever seen. It's a scene you should see. When he screams at me at the top of his lungs, telling me I'm only good for two things, but I thought it was three. Another day, another dollar. Another person telling me how to pop my collar. Another intervention because the world's got some problems. People penny pinching while the others want to holler. I'm tired. Of all the preaching, let us live and let us grow. Evolve into the people that we thought we'd never know. I want this for the children, not just for me since now I'm grown. But technically, you ask them and they say that I'm not an adult, although they treat me differently as if I was always a woman. They'll make you feel their pain and put hands down your pants. I used to step on the ants and spit on the graves. But I'm past those days. Their time will come any day. I had to understand this is not the same people like me. They could have changed, or could this be a sequel? Believe what they show you, even from a distance. But also, know that every story has almost been reinvented. Everyone has their days, moments, and times. But it's up to us to want to put our lives on the line. A social poem.